Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Two more Phantom Nightmare reveals tonight. We actually have two new Gate Guardian cards, low-key. I've had a good amount of people in my comment section. Anytime I say, hey, what do you want to see from this set? They say more Gate Guardian cards, and we got two of them here. These are some of the Gate, I believe these are Gate Guardian cards played by the two brothers, but when they appear in GX, not in the original anime series. So, that's really cool. They have the weird, like, he looks like Vorse Raider combined with Jirai Gumo. I don't remember this guy's name, but we're going to see his deal. Hopefully he's still 3,800. That's huge. And I think a new spell. So let's just get into it. Without further ado, starting off here, we've got this guy. This is Dark Guardian. It's just Dark Guardian. Cool. He's a level 12 Dark Warrior Special Summon Effect Monster. 38 for the stats. He is absolutely ginormous. I love it. Just no reason to be that big, but he is. Cool. This card is always treated as a Gate Guardian card. I think that helps. I would assume it has something to do synergistically with the other Gate Guardian cards. He must be special summoned with Dark Element or from hand or graveyard by shuffling one Song of Thunder, Kazejin, and Suijin into the deck from among your face-up cards on the field, hand, or graveyard, and or your face-up banished cards. Wow. Okay, so this guy just comes back all the time pretty easily. And here's his actual effects. First effect, cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay. So he's 3,800, but just in case you were worried about, like, exactly, I don't know, access code, like running him over, he can't be destroyed by battle. This special summon card with Dark Element is unaffected by other monsters' effects and your opponent's activated spell effects. Wow. Wow. Okay. Unaffected by other monsters' effects, period, by the way. That's not activated effects for the monster side of things. So even if there was, you know, sometimes you run into monsters where they have a continuous effect that negates stuff. Like, for example, the new Typhon, right? Could technically negate him, and then he'd be affected by spells, and you could out him that way. But this is a pretty decent card, I think, right? Because not only, hopefully, the spell is really easily able to summon him out, but if it is, once you get him in rotation, this is just a 3,800 beater that's coming back every turn, like, pretty easily, right? As long as you're able to continuously rotate your Sanga, Kazejin, and Suijin, you're going to be in a pretty good spot. The one thing I would ask, let me see. Yeah, that's actually pretty good because to make the contact fusion monsters from the extra deck, you don't even have to, you don't shuffle them in the deck, you banish them. And this card can use the banished ones to put them back. This card's actually nasty. Okay, I mean, like, listen, does it actually do that much on the field? No, it's mostly just a beater. But the fact that it's an additional card for the archetype that, like, comes back every turn and helps you push, and just a card that, like, especially the first time you summon it off of Dark Element, like, is going to be a really big bitch to deal with at all. Pretty cool. All right, nice. Okay, and then Dark Element, of course, we knew this was here because it mentions it in his text. Normal spell card, you can only use both of its effects once per turn. If you have a Gate Guardian monster in your graveyard, any Gate Guardian monster, that's cool, pay half your life points to special summon one 11 or higher Gate Guardian monster from your hand, deck, or extra deck, ignoring its special summon conditions. Wow. Okay, this is actually, wow. Okay, so this means you can also, one of the cards you didn't even really mess with was the Gate Guardians Combined. I'm looking at him on my phone real quick. He has like a targeting negation. And if he leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can float again. So he's kind of just like another big beater that floats essentially and has targeting negation. Nothing crazy, but like, if you only want to play one copy of Dark Guardian, at least you don't get fully punished by like not having a target. You could still just play one of that card in the extra just to summon it out, because why not? Cool. Okay. And the second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard as cost to add one of your Sanga, Kazejin, or Suijin that is banished or in your deck to your hand. Nice. Yeah, to be honest, the only gripe you could have with this archetype is like the same gripe we have with like a lot of these old GX or DM archetypes, stuff like Dark Magician, stuff like Blue Eyes, stuff like Red Eyes. You kind of have to play. They're not actually vanillas, but they're like essentially vanillas. The Sangha, Kazejin, and Suijin. You have to play them. You have to play the bricks, unfortunately. But this is a cool card that just, you know, it's pretty good value, honestly. Just get any Gate Guardian Engrave. You know, some just one for one, a free like towers or just big body annoying monster to deal with onto the board, and then it also just follows you up by getting another one back in rotation later on, which like even if they out your Dark Guardian is just one of the resources you're going to need to get back to make sure he's summonable again. It's pretty cool, and I like that he gets double value by like shuffling Banished back into the deck. So like this could search one that you use that you end up like banishing to summon one of the extra guys that actually has interruption or searches. I also believe Dark Element's searchable because I think one of the Gate Guardians that takes only two of the names to make. I think he says like on summon he can add any spell or trap that lists all three of Sangha, Kazejin, and Suijin in its text. So I believe this card's also searchable off of that, which, again, is a nice tool for them. All in all, does it help the deck that much? I don't think so. I don't think it's necessarily going to move the needle to the point where it's like an actual full-on rogue deck competitively, but it is cool, and if you're a fan here, this is still pretty anime-esque, right? The deck's just now able to pump out a really cool big boss monster. And I think all things considered, this boss monster is pretty good for what it is. So that's really cool. Yeah, not bad, honestly. I saw Gate Guardian and I was like, oh. But honestly, these cards aren't the worst. So I'm cool with it. If you're a Gate Guardian fan and you've actually messed around with the deck a little bit and tried to make it as competitive as you could, let me know in the comment section down below how these cards land for you specifically with your, you know, heightened experience with the deck over mine. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below on that. But other than that, I think that's just all we have for tonight. Just two little cards revealed, but they're cool ones. I'll obviously keep you updated. I think this leaves us, I think we had 39 cards to go. This will leave us with 37 cards left, and like we're really coming down. I mean, 28, so we're gonna have like 18 days left, so 2.5 weeks, but it won't even go all the way up, so it's more like 2 weeks for 37 cards. I can't wait to see what we finish with. Hopefully some really cool legacy support for some archetypes and that get like some really much needed support. And then maybe some generic cards that also hit really well for the set as well. We'll see. But I'm Andy for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel for more updates on any news that drops as far as new cards are concerned. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.